Hey, Hans, how's it going?
Uh, yeah, I'm good here. Nice to meet you, Liam, right?
Yeah, you got it. Liam, yes.
Yeah, yeah, Liam, yeah.
Okay, where are you from?
Here, South Korea. Yeah, and living here too. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Mm.
From Seoul or Daegu or Busan
No,
or
no, no.
Incheon?
Yeah, I want to show this a very rural
Whoa,
place. Yeah,
whoa, nice.
yeah,
Oh, it's amazing.
yeah. A beautiful cafe here. Yeah, at the riverside. Yeah.
Okay. Do you live there or work there or on holiday there?
Here I'm. Actually work day, but I'm a self-employed. I can do
Nice.
anytime work or lot.
Excellent. So you can decide your own schedule, decide your own hours, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. That's fantastic. Great. And what do you do, Hans? What's your job?
I really embrace about recent my job about tell my job because actually in the July this year I open about the English Academy for the local person, but not made yet about my customer. Yeah, I'm still
Mm.
alone in my academy. Uh,
Just you every day.
yeah, yeah. And I'm
Okay,
now just practicing my English with you. Yeah.
great. Okay, and
Mm.
yeah, so that comes to why you want to improve your English. So I guess if you are running an English
Mm.
academy, then of course knowing English would be very important, right?
Yeah, that's right. I want to show my abilities to people. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah. Because if I couldn't say about the English, even I want to do the English academy, that is not good for business improving. Yeah. But
Mm.
I can say English with I having the good ideas for English lessons. Then that is the basic condition for beginner about my academy. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
sure.
and
Okay,
yeah. List condition. Yeah.
absolutely right. So, and what kind of students do you want to have in your academy? Would they be kids or would they be adults?
I'm most adult. Yeah, I want to the teaching about the high school student and adult too. Yeah, like a university student and working class. Yeah, I want to teach. I want to teaching them. Yeah, because they haven't a lot of time for learning English. Yeah, but they have has a lot of knowledge about the English means. Uh, yeah, close to the vocabularies. Yeah, but they just need the little abilities for assemble their vocabulary for their sentence for their speaking. Yeah,
Hmm.
but
Yeah.
I remember when I was a student, that time I learned about the English, but it just passed on my brain. Yeah, not contained here. Yeah, because they don't want to teaching about the speaking. Yeah, they just input about they actually every English teachers in school they just try to injection knowledge to the brain as a student.
Yeah. Knowledge overload, right? They give you a book or something, and they say just do this for hours and hours for years, and then you will know
Yeah.
the knowledge. In reality, like you say, maybe you can prepare for the exam this way, but you don't really remember it, right?
Yeah,
So
that's right. Even I'm not good student was means I'm lazy student at the time. Yeah, I don't want to do hard learning myself, and
mm,
but became the 99% of the Korean they couldn't speak English even they having the 12 years of the learning English.
mhm. Yeah,
That is
I think this is
yeah.
common everywhere, you know? Like, for example, I learned French, and
Mhm.
I think my French teacher could not speak French. Like, she was not a French person. She was, from the UK.
Mm.
But I think her French level was bad, but she, like, her pronunciation and so on. Like, I think she could teach the grammar and teach the book, but not, like, if
Mm.
she were in France, she wouldn't be, like, comfortable, you know? So she couldn't
Yeah.
really teach, like, how to actually speak French. She could just teach, here is how you pass an exam, you know? So
Same here. Yeah. Yeah, when at the time my teachers in the about the English teachers in my school, they couldn't speak English. They just using the only book, like your French teacher. Yeah, and that is very ridiculous, I think. Yeah, because in brains, not non-usual data don't want to add in the brain. Yeah, it is
Mhm,
human's brain uh, figure out. Yeah, yeah.
mhm.
That
Yeah.
is why we always fail about some things as languages. Main reasons for failure about that language lesson. Yeah.
Mhm. Yes, yeah, yeah, for sure. I think maybe I'm wrong, but my understanding is that education is quite stressful in Korea as well. Like parents expect their children to be high performers. So you have school, but you also have after school education, and it can be maybe quite stressful on the kids and
That's
teenagers.
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because a lot of parents they haven't knowledge. Yeah, they only think about educating is the only way for the escape from the poor. Yeah, they
Mhm,
keep believe that. Yeah, and even a lot of parents they've heard about learning English themselves. Then now they just that all of English learning failure of parents just pushing their kids to the other class, to the other new class. It is make
mhm,
the keep failing. Yeah.
mhm.
Uh, yeah, yeah, I think it is hell for my kids. But very luckily, I told about I'm a very lazy person at that time in the school. Yeah, I don't try pushing my kids because because I believe when they just grow up well, even eat the good foods and good nutrition and having the lot of playing, then could get what they want. Yeah,
Yes, yeah,
I
yeah,
believe
yeah.
that. Yeah, yeah.
I think so as well, for sure. So I don't have any kids, but if I did, that would be my approach, you know. So if they want to learn, I'm sure definitely. I think like education is super important, and like you say, to escape from poverty or to have a better opportunity in life, then absolutely you do need a high level of education. That being said, how do you get there? So yeah, I definitely agree that the way people learn is not just do 12 hours of study every day, right?
That is
So,
not good. Yeah.
yeah.
And I got a lot of knowledge from the YouTube. Yeah. Yeah. So I
Mhm.
really like the searching some things so for my curiosity, for my interesting. Yeah. That time I just found the simple videos. Simple videos make me the sudden I can speak like a baby. That is beginning about my English. Yeah. Uh,
Mhm.
yeah. I I can't comparison about my knowledge in school and yeah internet database. Yeah, means yeah I, because of when I choose the new things, my curiosity things in the internet, it is much efficient to wear than the that school's knowledge is. Yeah, yeah, actually,
Yes.
yeah. I agree about the basic knowledge is really necessary for kids about the reading, writing, and calculating simple numbers. Yeah, that is
Mhm.
basic knowledge for human being. Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't agree when kids going to the high school and university, then they could get high levels of knowledge or beyond more class knowledges. I think not possible, yeah. Because in Korea, I don't want to blame my country's education system, but most universities professors ruined now. That means they not learn anymore. They don't want to getting new knowledge. They just use the old ones every day. Yeah.
Mm. Right, right, right. So they're not incorporating or learning new things, right? They know what they
Mm.
know. They don't want to know anything new. Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And so, Hans, can you
Mhm.
tell me then, when you're not working, what do you like to do? Like, what are your kind of hobbies or interests?
What hobby?
Yeah, hobbies and interests. So when you are not working, what do you like to do?
Networking. Yeah. Suddenly I heard about the networking is networking. Suddenly I
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
misunderstood that.
Uh-huh.
Uh, yeah, actually, I'm a parent, yeah, for my kids. Uh, when I going to home after my work, I'm just try cooking and some things for my kids and do little playing with my kids. That's all. Yeah, yeah. I'm poorly living in the parent life.
Okay.
Yeah. Recently, my hobby is not important anymore.
Okay. In English, we could say they have taken a back seat, right? Your hobbies have taken a back seat in
That's
your life.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
About the midnight, I got see my sit in the my small room. Yeah,
Mm.
like a man cave. Yeah, I'm just looking for the new knowledge, new interesting. Yeah, in the internet. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Wait. How old are your kids?
My kid is first is 10 years old. International age is 9 years old. Girl, and second is 6 years old boy. Yeah. Still
Mm.
kid. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you say international age. So I've heard about that, but I want to be clear. When you're born in Korea, you're one. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah, because we counting about the ages from the make egg ball in the mother belly. That is we count of the 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. Yeah, when after 10 months later, first the new one, then it is almost 1 year.
Yeah. 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 So I've
Uh,
heard about that. Maybe they do this in Japan as well, or they did it in Japan. I'm not sure, but
yeah, I don't know Japan's counting about the age. Yeah,
okay. Okay.
like you. Yeah.
Gotcha. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. So you got a 10-year-old, well, 9-year-old and a 6-year-old, right?
Hmm.
So, cool. And is it stressful? Being a parent. Do you enjoy that?
I try enjoy my life. I want to well care my kids without pushing the study. And, but sometimes I always concerning about the budget of the living cost. Yeah, and
Mm.
that's because I need to make income. Yeah, every month. Yeah, for my family.
Yeah.
It is that but you know that stress is my motivation to something new. Yeah, myself
Mm.
for the business. Yeah. Yeah, if I haven't that stress, I don't care what I what do I my business. I don't care actually.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. So you're saying the responsibility and the pressure or the stress of providing means that you started a business, whereas if you
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
have
yeah.
this pressure or something, you would just maybe not have this motivation, right?
Yeah, sometimes I falling down by the failure about the business, but I don't want to stay in the failure moment. Yeah, I'm just keep day job again for doing new.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Yeah.
my basic behavior for my living. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a great attitude. I think it's South Korea full of like entrepreneurs. Like a lot of people run their own business in South Korea, right?
Yeah, a
Or
lot of people into the self-employing. Yeah, it means a lot of yeah, small business owners do their business, but most small business owners should pay. Yeah, about the 99. I don't know 95, 90. Yeah, that business owner should pay. Yeah, but
yeah, yeah,
yeah, that means really important. The or the raise again for doing new, yeah, like me, yeah.
hmm
Not need to disappoint the pro take long, yeah.
yeah, for sure. Okay, well, listen, Hans, that's all we
Mm.
have time for this
Yeah,
morning.
time's up.
So
Yeah,
yeah, time is up. But it was great to meet you. Thank you for sharing such interesting information about your life. And
yeah. Thank you.
yeah,
And
have a great,
listen my story.
awesome, Hans. Have a great day. Okay, and maybe
Yeah,
see you
bye
soon.
bye. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Liam. Yeah.